Hey, what's up, everyone? Morey Croson here from the Performance Lab of California, and we have another breakdown for you today on Christian Coleman in the all black and Noah Lyles here in the white and gray. And before I go too much in the breakdown here, I'm just going to say that if you like the video here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're constantly putting out new breakdowns, new information for how you can run faster, jump higher, throw the ball better, just become a better overall athlete. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and get you started here. So, a big thing that I wanted to showcase here in this breakdown is just two of the best sprinters in the United States in Christian Coleman and Noah Lyles. And Christian Coleman is really known for his start and ability to get out of the blocks, and Noah Lyles is really known for his top-end speed and his ability to finish races. And here's a great example of a race where Christian Coleman does a great job of accelerating out, and we can see some of the differences between two great sprinters and their ability to start the race. So we'll go in and look here at Christian Coleman, and notice that with that first step, how fast they both get that first step down, and then we'll go into the second step, and notice how high Noah Lyles is already in his actual run. So, one of the big things that obviously is shown in the actual race is just the height difference between Noah Lyles, who, Noah Lyles is 5'11". I want to say Christian Coleman's closer to about 5'8". And so, there's definitely a difference in terms of the overall height. And even though their foot timing is about the same, you can see how much better of a job Christian Coleman does here of staying low, right? So as their step counts they're both touching the ground at about the same time, Noah Lyles is already basically standing straight up here as he's beginning the race. And Noah Lyles is probably actually a better 200 runner overall. And, so he's not a great, as good as with his overall start, but he really is great at being able to finish. So you can see why Christian Coleman was able to get out and have such a big lead over Noah Lyles just by looking at the start. You can see now where Christian Coleman is, and Noah Lyles is probably in, 6th or 7th place right now in terms of the overall sprint. Now, what happens is that as Noah Lyles gets going, now he's starting to gain speed and starts catching back up with everybody. And now I'd say the big thing that has changed here is we look at Christian Coleman here. He's touching the ground at 10.11, pushing off at about, that's one thing that is really good with Christian Coleman is his ability to really create great turnover. Probably about 10.19-ish, somewhere in there. So he's about at 0.08 in terms of his contact time. Noah Lyles touching at 10.39. This is all based off of just the time. And then he's pushing off at about 10.48. And so he's at about 0.09 contact time. I don't know if you guys can see the bottom here, but I'm just going off the timestamp here. So, the overall contact time is a little bit better here for Christian Coleman in comparison to Noah Lyles, but then we'll look to see. So he pushes off here, let's say 11.10. Noah Lyles does, and cycles back that left leg and touches again at 11.43. And so he's got about a 0.33 transition time. Then we got 11.47 for Christian Coleman. Oops, sorry, actually. Let's go 11.54 for Christian Coleman. Oh, 11.88. So he's actually at a stage right now where he has a longer transition time than Noah Lyles does. Noah Lyles actually cycling at least that left leg faster than Christian Coleman. I think that's what really makes it so he's able to catch him here at the end, is that, Christian Coleman's really trying to reach. Look at how much, especially with that left leg, look at how he's trying to get that leg way out in front to really reach out in front of him, when really what his strength is to create a very, very fast cycle. And, I do agree that he probably needs to work on how much overall distance he's getting on each one of his steps, but that doesn't necessarily come from thinking about reaching a lot out in front of you. That actually comes from being able to create vertical force out of your actual steps. And you can see Noah Lyles does a great job of keeping all of his weight underneath him and really making it so he's not allowing himself to overextend out in front. So Christian Coleman's in a stage here where he's landing really far. I mean, not really far, obviously, he's running super fast, but he's landing pretty far out in front of him himself here, which is, I think, impacting his ability to generate the highest amount of speed that he's able to create, where we could see Noah Lyles is doing a really good job of landing with his whole body a little bit more centered. His head's like basically right over his foot in his actual landing, where Christian Coleman just has a little bit of a difference. If we're going to go and line those up, that's about the difference with the overall distance between the head and the foot with Christian Coleman in comparison to Noah Lyles, which is helping him and generate that top end speed here at the end. You can see that Noah Lyles then gets to that really good top end speed, and then is able to catch him here. And part of that reason is I think that Christian Coleman ended up just getting a little bit fatigued in the actual race and being able to maintain that ability to accelerate and maintain top end speed, where Noah Lyles has plenty of overall endurance because he's so used to running the 200. So you can see how well he's landing with his weight right underneath him, or his foot right underneath him here, where Christian Coleman turning a lot right here. You can see how his feet are turning out a lot. That right step, boom, really turning his feet out to the side, so he's getting a little bit inefficient in how he's generating force, where Noah Lyles is going to really excel at his top end speed, can hold his top end speed for a long period of time. So just give a little bit of some difference between what made it so Noah Lyles was able to catch Christian Coleman here at the end of the race. I think it has a lot to do with his ability to maintain cardiovascular strength. I think he's also doing a great job maintaining overall efficiency, where Christian Coleman did a great job of being able to maintain great posture there during his start, being able to be quick. I mean, Noah Lyles was quick too, but Christian Coleman was also quick, but also was able to maintain posture, which got him such a huge lead there in this actual race. And if he was just able to maintain the efficiency in his actual race, he probably would have ended up winning. And there could be training things that impacted this. I don't know exactly, what his training measurement was at this time and how important this overall race was, to him and his times. But, point being is we could see that definitely a big difference in the end result, depending on how you start and how well you're able to maintain your top end speed throughout the finish. All right. If you guys have any questions, please reach out. We'd be happy to hear from you. I have a bunch of free things that we're currently offering for everybody to, stay active and stay understanding exactly how you can improve as a sprinter, as a runner. We get more into the mechanics, and if you're looking for some in-home workouts, we definitely have that on this channel as well. So looking forward to hearing from you soon. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it, and if you did, you can subscribe down below, and that way you can get updates on any of the new videos that we get. Also, if you want to, you can check out some of our other breakdowns for speed and throwing. We have exercises, also jumping mechanics videos, a lot of great stuff within our channel. Hope you enjoy.